Hey guys, today is all about how to create these invisible cornrows. I'm going to take you step by step, so stay tuned.
As we proceed to give you what you need.
Alright guys, here's a snapshot of what you're going to need to do this hairstyle. Let's get straight into it. The first thing that you want to do is part your hair. I cannot stress how important this is going to be. If you're not a strong parter, a great tip is to get a rat tail comb, do one continuous motion, and it typically will be straight. Okay, typically. Alright, but practice that. Next, I'm going to take my braiding hair and I'm going to start sectioning off small sections. When sectioning out the braided hair, you want to make sure that you start with small pieces and then you work your way up to larger pieces. In total, you should have about 24 pieces, and it will make life so much easier if you already have these sectioned out and set aside. I use whatever I can to put the pieces of hair on, and I'm telling you, it's a godsend. So let's prep the section of my real hair for braiding. I'm going to take a little bit of my Cantu coconut curling cream and I'm going to apply that onto my hair. This is to add hydration and to give my hair some resistance so it's easier to braid it. Yes, I'm going to be starting with that small of a section. I'm going to simply start corn rolling my hair. I am going to braid my hair back about 2 sections. Once I get my hand set up for going into the 3rd section, that's when I'm going to start adding hair. And I will always add hair when my left hand is holding the braid. And you want to remember this. Whatever hand you use to start with, you should always use the same hand. So I'm taking the hair, I'm going to take it and put it behind my head. As you can see, it's in a loop. I'm going to grip one side with my pinky, and I'm going to take the other side, and I'm going to place it underneath my left hand's pointer finger. Yes, underneath that piece of hair, I'm going to slide the synthetic braiding hair right into place. Bam, just like that. And now I'm holding that synthetic hair with that pointer finger on my left hand. I can now release the synthetic hair from underneath my pinky, and it blends in perfectly with that section of hair that I had parted between my pointer finger and my ring finger. And I will continue to do my corn roll. Let's see it again. Bam, I got the hand set up. I'm going to take my piece of synthetic hair. I'm always positioning the synthetic hair from behind my head. This way when I'm working back, going back on my own head, the hair is always in the right position to just fall right on in with my natural hair. Alright, let's see that again. So I have my hand, my left hand holding the braid. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that all the hair has all tangles removed and it's ready for me to add the next piece of synthetic braiding hair in. I'm going to grab my looped over synthetic piece of hair, pull it to the back of my head, secure one side of the loop with my pinky, put the other side underneath my left hand's pointer finger, and then just let that fall right into place with the hair that was already dangling. I'm going to let you guys watch that without me talking for a couple of times and just really watch the movement. It really becomes rhythmic, and you just basically just do the same thing over and over, adding in the chunks of hair, always starting with the smaller chunks in the top of the braid and going into the thicker chunks as you proceed down your braid. So when you're braiding your own hair, think of these steps when you're braiding it. Grab the synthetic hair, place it from the back of your head, secure with your same hand that's braiding the hair, secure the other end underneath your pointer finger that's holding down the cornrow, and braid as you normally would. As you notice, I'm always adding hair in each time my hand gets back to the same position. That is so I assure that I'm evenly distributing the synthetic hair. Another tip, I'm not really doing super thick braids. I want them to be a little bit more realistic. So I am going for just a fuller version of my own hair, and of course longer. That's another thing. So I am not going to keep adding hair in all the way down the braid. If you want your hair to be thicker, of course you can make each one of those sectioned out pieces of synthetic hair thicker from the beginning, or you can just keep adding hair all the way to the end. This is what I mean by evenly distributing the synthetic hair. As you can see, each one of those legs has the same amount of length and density, so it makes for a very even braid. Now it's time to secure the end of my braid. I'm going to take the elastic, wrap it around the ends a few times, and then I'm going to take the ends of it and I'm going to tuck it. And then I'm going to secure the ends in that tucked position. I really like doing this. It gives a very clean finish and it prevents you from having to burn the ends. Just something I like to do. You don't have to do it this way. It's just my preference. And then I go back in and I remove all of the excess hair. And then I come back and I trim away all of those little flyaways and things like that, making sure that I don't cut my own hair. But let's see the process all over again. I'm going to put my cream on my hair, brush it in, and then I'm going to start by braiding my hair back 2 positions. I'm going to add the hair in, and then I'm just going to continue to do that all the way down my head. Because I always position the synthetic hair the same, when I get to the back of my head, it's very simple to continue to braid because it's just a natural flow. And I repeated that until I got to the very end. And here is a trick. If you can't get the hair evenly distributed, you can always cut up into the hair to thin it out so you don't have super thick ends. Now it's time to lay my edges down. And yes, ma'am, that's it. I'm done. That's it, guys. Protective style in, invisible braids are on fleek. Yes, fleek. Do they say that still? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And let me know down below, is this something you can see yourself doing on yourself? Summer is around the corner, and yes, it's cornrow season. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.